we define Avogadro number represented by Na. How we define? The number of molecules in 22.4 liters of any gas under STP will be exactly 6.02 into 10 to the power of 23, and that number is called as Avogadro number. STP means standard temperature and pressure. The standard temperature is 0 degree centigrade or 0 plus 273 in Kelvin scale, 273 Kelvin, and standard pressure is 1 atmosphere or 1.01 into 10 to the power of 5 pascals. So at this temperature and pressure, 22.4 liters of any gas will contain 6.02 into 10 to the power of 23 molecules, and that number is known as Avogadro number, and it is represented by Na. Mole is SI unit for amount of substance. And how it is defined? The mass of 22.4 liters of any gas under STP will be equal to its molecular mass in grams, and this amount of substance is known as a mole. Now let us consider a gas. Let us consider CO2 gas. Atomic mass of one carbon atom is 12. Atomic mass of one oxygen atom is 16. Now see, this is one carbon dioxide molecule. So molecular mass of one CO2 gas molecule, one carbon dioxide gas molecule, it's molecular mass. See, in one molecule, one carbon atom is there and two oxygen atoms are there. So carbon atom's atomic mass is 12 and oxygen's atomic mass is 16. 12 plus 32, that is 44. So the molecular mass of one carbon dioxide gas molecule is 44. So here let us look at the definition. The mass of 22.4 liters of any gas means here you are taking carbon dioxide gas. The mass of 22.4 liters of carbon dioxide gas under standard temperature and pressure is equal to its molecular mass in grams. Its molecular mass is 44 in grams, means 44 grams. It means, see, 22.4 liters of carbon dioxide gas will have how much mass? 44 grams of mass. And if you take 44 grams of carbon dioxide, it is said that you have taken 1 mole of carbon dioxide. And molecular mass is represented by m naught. So here we can write 22.4 liters of any gas will have m naught grams of mass, and m naught grams of mass is nothing but 1 mole. So now I can write 1 mole gas is equal to m naught 1 mole gas is equal to m naught grams of mass. Then mu moles of gas is equal to how much mass? How many grams of mass? Mu by 1 into m naught. Say let the mass be m. Then we can write this as mu is equal to m by m naught. Now let us summarize these two definitions: Avogadro number definition and mole number definition. Let us consolidate here. See here what is given. The number of molecules in 22.4 liters of any gas under STP is 6.02 into 10 to the power of 23. And here what is given? The mass of 22.4 liters of any gas is its molecular mass. So let me write here. So in both cases you have taken 22.4 liters of any gas under STP. So I have written here 22.4 liters of any gas under STP if you take, then it will have 6.02 into 10 to the power of 23 molecules. And according to this, 22.4 liters of any gas under STP will have m naught grams of mass. M naught means what? Molecular mass. And m naught grams of mass is called 1 mole. So this is known as 1 mole. This is known as 1 mole. Now I have written 1 mole of gas has Na number of molecules. So mu moles of gas has how many number of molecules? Mu by 1 into Na. So this is equal to N, or you can write mu is equal to N by Na. Now let us go back to our perfect gas equation. PV is equal to KBNT. So this is the perfect gas equation. So far we derived. So let us go back to this equation. Let me write this equation once again. PV is equal to KBNT. Here we have shown that mu is equal to m by m naught, and here we have shown that mu is equal to n by Na. We will be making use of these two equations. Here MO is molecular mass, here Na is Avogadro number. but we know that mu is equal to n by Na or mu is equal to m by m naught. If we consider this, from this we get n is equal to mu into Na. So substituting this in place of n, we get PV is equal to kV mu Na T, or PV is equal to mu Na kB into T. Na is Avogadro number, a constant. kV is Boltzmann constant, a constant. The product of these two constants is known as universal gas constant. So we write PV is equal to mu RT. This is another form of perfect gas equation. Now let me write the third equation once again here. Here P is equal to, let us take V that side. You know what is this N by V? See, in V volume of gas there are N number of molecules. So in V volume there are N number of molecules. In unit volume, how many molecules are there? So 1 by V into N. So many molecules are there in unit volume. So the number of molecules in unit volume is represented by small n, and that is known as number density. So in place of capital N by capital V, we write small n. And this n is known as number density. That is number of molecules per unit volume. So this is another form of perfect gas equation. Now again let me start with third equation. And this time instead of number density, let us take mass density. Mass density means mass by volume. Mass density is represented by rho, and mass is m, volume is v. Or V is equal to m by rho. And previously we got a relation, mu number of moles, mu is equal to n by Na and m by m naught. Let us make use of this also, because here you are considering mass density. And suppose this is the sixth equation, and we know that mu means what? Number of moles. Mu is equal to m by m naught. Mu is equal to m by m naught. Let me have this in the fresh page, this thing. Or V is equal to m by rho. But number of moles mu is equal to n by Na, or mu is equal to m by m naught. Now from this we get n is equal to, take this Na that side, now let us substitute in place of V this value, in place of n this value, substituting 6 and 7 in third equation. P into m by rho is equal to Kb mNA by m naught into T. M and m gets cancelled. P is equal to, taking this row that side, rho Na Kb into T by m naught. But Na into Kb is equal to R by m naught. This is another form of perfect gas equation. So let me write here different forms of perfect gas equation. First one, PV is equal to KBNT. Second one, PV is equal to mu RT. Third one, P is equal to, in terms of number density, N Kb T. And in terms of mass density, rho RT by m naught. So we are having 4 different forms of ideal gas equations. So we have taken one form of perfect gas equation, that is PV is equal to mu RT, and we are going to define ideal gas. A gas that satisfies the above equation at all pressures and temperatures is called ideal gas. But ideal gas is just a theoretical concept. A real gas is not ideal, and a real gas satisfies this equation only at low pressures and high temperatures. So the ideal gas equation is PV is equal to mu RT. We have moved mu and T to left hand side, so right hand side R remains, and this is universal gas constant. So the PV by mu T is a constant. PV by mu T is taken on y-axis and pressure is taken on x-axis, and graph is drawn between these two for a gas at 3 different temperatures. If the gas is ideal, according to ideal gas equation, PV by mu T is a constant. Therefore, here the PV by mu T is taken on y-axis. Therefore, we must get a horizontal line. Y means PV by mu T is a constant. So, even though pressure changes, PV by mu T value doesn't change. So, we should get a horizontal line here, and here the value must be equal to R. But for real gases, the curves we got are like this at 3 different temperatures, and T1 is greater than T2 is greater than T3. As the temperature increased, the curve is approaching the ideal gas line. So it means what? At high temperatures, a real gas behavior is closer to the ideal gas behavior. And here you see pressure also. See, if you move to right hand side, pressure is increasing. If you move to left hand side, pressure is decreasing. So at low pressure, at high temperature, when you consider the 3 temperatures, T1 is high temperature, and when you consider the pressure, left hand side pressure is lower pressure. So here, if you move to left hand side, it is approaching ideal gas line. So at low pressure and high temperature, real gas behavior will be closer to ideal gas behavior. Now the same thing we have written here. An ideal gas is a simple theoretical model of a gas. No real gas is ideal. At low pressures and high temperatures, the gas molecules are far apart. The distance between the molecules is more. Then force of attraction between them will be negligibly small. Therefore, the molecular interactions are negligible. Therefore, without interactions, the gas behaves like an ideal gas.